Many apps these days have the feature of greeting. So it simply looks like this, right? So there's a function, we're going to call it greet, and it takes two parameters. One is the greeting and one is the name of the person we want to greet. And it will simply alert greeting. Let's say it's going to say salam or hello or namaste, and then the name of the person and the exclamation point. So now this is the function, a simple formula. And then to run the function, we say greet and say salam, comma, Aziz. Hola, comma, Aziz. Namaste, comma, Aziz. And hi, comma, Aziz, right? So I'm going to save and refresh, and you see it says salam, Aziz. Okay, and then hola, Aziz. And then namaste, Aziz. And then hi, Aziz. Okay, simple as that. Now, in many cases, let's say we created this function and whoever is coding or using our library or using our SDK that we created, and they forget to provide anything, right? They just use the word greet. What's going to happen, right? Our function likely is going to break. But let's say the people who are using our function do not have the information for the person they want to greet, right? So let's say there's a problem, they cannot provide whatever value, but they do want the greeting feature to be in their app, right? So let's say if I save and now refresh, what's going to happen? It says undefined and undefined, because and then then it shows the exclamation point over here as well, because it got this value, nothing and nothing is undefined, so undefined space undefined and exclamation, right? So that's what happens. So with that, to solve this problem, we could write in our function some default values. And in the new feature of JavaScript, you can actually simply do the parameter equals whatever value you want. So we can simply say hi over here and then a default value. And since we don't know the name of the person, we can simply say there, hi there, right? So now let's say if somebody uses our function correctly, they can just say salam, comma, Aziz. But if they forget to provide the values or they don't have the values, they can simply provide the greet function and still it's gonna be meaningful. So if I save, oops, now refresh, the first one says salam, Aziz. The second one says hi there. So let's say the user does have the information for the salam. So let's say they want to say namaste, namaste, and they don't provide the second parameter. Now it's gonna say, hey, we have the value for greeting. We know it's namaste. We don't have the second value, so it's gonna say namaste there. Okay? So now I refresh, the first value is correct. The second value is namaste there. So that is what default values are in JavaScript, a new feature. But let's say if you're working on an older version of JavaScript, where you're working in a company, you're working on a project, and they are not compatible with the new features, right? So in the past, the way the default variables were handled was like this. So this is the new way of doing things. I'm just gonna call it new way. And the old way, let's say, you want to know if you're working on an older project, is we didn't have this feature of doing the equals in the functions, right? So the way it would work is actually they would create a new variable. So we would say const, let's say, or they would be var because it was older JavaScript, let's say, they didn't have the const. So they would say greeting or whatever equals, and then they would say the greeting variable, and then they use the or symbol, and then they would say hi, like such. So basically it tells the JavaScript engine to create a new variable greeting, take this particular greeting and put it over here, and you can just call it anything. You can say G or whatever, right? Doesn't matter. If the value is there, you know from the or variable, if it gets the first value, it assigns it. If it doesn't, it goes to the next one and assigns that one. So if this is not available, if it's undefined, it's going to go to the next one. And we'll do the same way for the person variable as well. So we do that, save, and now since I've commented out the new way, this old way function is going to work. So I'm going to call greet, and this is going to work now. So now let's see if the results are the same. Salam Aziz, save, namaste, hi. Oh, I should say over here, there. Sorry. So refresh, namaste there. So this two lines is equal to using these equal operators in the function parameter space. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to talk to you in the next.